Hi guys! Today's video is going to be a little bit different. We're going to be throwing a makeup video into the mix in the middle of the fragrance videos because I have some makeup empties that I wanted to go through and talk about. So obviously usually with makeup videos people are showing how things work on their face and stuff, and I'm not going to be doing that because that's not what my channel is about. But I'm just going to go through these and give you like mini reviews with no context. Not with no context, just with no application demonstration or anything like that. So you can either take my word for it or not. And yeah, so I'll give you a little bit of backstory. So my skin is combination. I have mostly oily skin with dry patches, and I have acne prone skin. I have a little bit of hyperpigmentation, and usually I need my skin to be hydrated, but it gets oily throughout the day. So hopefully that gives you, I also have like kind of a pale to light medium depending on my level of self-tan skin tone, and I have very like a yellow, warm yellow undertone. So I'm gonna start with powders because I've gone through a shit ton. So the first powder I went through was the Maybelline Fit Me powder, the loose one. It doesn't look like it's empty, but they always look like there's still something in them and then you can't get anything out of them. I really like this powder. It works perfectly fine. It sets my face nicely. It's smooth. It doesn't have any flashback in pictures. It's long lasting, I would say. It doesn't get, your face doesn't get super greasy with this one as long as you use a setting spray. I have to use setting spray with any powder. It doesn't matter what, I always set my face. This just is a good powder. It's a good solid powder. It's a good amount of it's 20 grams. And usually you can get it on sale for like $11 maybe if there's a sale going on at like Priceline or Chemist Warehouse. So that's a powder that I like. I would repurchase it. I bought it like a million times already. That's that one. And then the next one, the Huda Beauty powder. This is the Easy Bake in the shade Pound Cake. I have only ever bought this once and I probably won't buy it again. I really did like it. It works, but it does have a really, really strong fragrance and I don't love that. I am kind of tempted. Yeah, it smells like floral, heavy floral scent. It works really, really well at setting your makeup. It lasts probably a little bit longer than the other powders in terms of like keeping the oils at bay, but for me this is a lot of money for a powder. This is also 20 grams, so it's the same amount as the Fit Me and it costs like more than double, maybe even triple the price, depending. If I got that one on sale and this one not on sale, this is like $50, so it's like 5 times the price. So it's very expensive for what it is. It's a powder, it sets your face. Like, there are so many powders that work and that work well, so I just don't think that this is worth the money, especially since it's so heavily fragranced. I am tempted to get the like pinky lavender one that just came out because that looks fun, but I feel like that's just marketing and I could probably get a cheaper one. So that's the Huda Beauty powder. I wouldn't repurchase it. It's too expensive for what it is. I really like affordable products and I also like high-end products, but after trying the amount of affordable products that I have used that work well, I can't recommend or justify high-end products that don't outperform them, and in my opinion that's one of them. The next powder I have to talk about is this. This is the Peachy Baking Powder from Revolution. I love this shit. I love this more than both of those other powders. This has 22 grams and I'm pretty sure the regular price of this is $10. So this is, in my opinion, the best powder, just for me personally, for my skin type, for my skin tone, for my concerns. It's very smooth and pretty. I really like it. Yeah, this is a really good powder for the price. It does everything I need it to do. It's really good for baking. It's really good for just setting the face in general. It's affordable. You get a lot of product. It lasts a long time, and also it's the other thing I don't like about the Huda Beauty powder is that it has this like mesh net here. It's like a mesh squishy net, and oh, my light died. Will you start again? Okay. Slay. This one has the typical like plastic. Okay, my light's actually dead. Sorry guys. This has the typical thing where it's really easy to tip it out and then you can tip it back and then like put your powder puff in there. It's really easy. So I really like that. I don't like the Huda Beauty mesh net thing. That's really annoying to me. My next product is this is absolutely destroyed. The pressed powder. This is the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop powder. This is in the shade, I can't even see. Light. Wow, that was a lot more effort than it was worth. So this powder, as you can see, I used it to death. There's like a tiny bit around the edges that just doesn't come off now. I used this at first for like touch-ups if I was out and getting oily, and then afterwards I started using it like I would put my baking powder like under my eyes and over my contour and my nose contour and on my forehead a little bit, and then this I would use to kind of set the rest of my face and then dust away the other powder. It works great for both things. I have no complaints. It's not a miracle worker. This is no better than any other powder, but it's also no worse than any other powder. It's just a pressed powder. It works fine. It's just fine. There's nothing incredible about it, but it doesn't get greasy or anything. So this powder is good. I probably won't repurchase it. I don't know. I don't know if I have other pressed powders that I like more or less. They're all kind of the same to me. So I guess we'll see about that. My next product that I went through is the Maybelline Lasting Fix setting spray. This one was okay. I don't think I would repurchase this. It didn't really make my makeup last heaps long, but it didn't do nothing. Like, it set my face, like all the products melted into my face. The mist was not super fine, but not terrible, I don't think. But it says up to 16-hour wear. I don't really think so. Yeah, this was okay. It's nothing amazing. I probably wouldn't buy it again. It's not bad. It's just fine. If you just want to melt your products into your skin and you don't really care if it makes it last, that's fine. It'll work for that, but it's not super long lasting, so keep that in mind. And then I went through an Australis, I don't know if that's how you say that, Fresh and Flawless Blemish Buster Primer with Evening Primrose Oil and Salicylic Acid. I love this primer. I used to have a Jouer primer, which I think was called the Matte Salicylic Acid something primer, and I used to love that, but it was like $50, and this is very similar to that in my personal opinion. It's just like $10 instead, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I used this up completely. I have another one and I really like it. I have repurchased it. So yeah, it kind of just is a good base. Like, it smooths out your skin. It has no fragrance in it, so it's not gonna break you out or anything unless you're allergic to one of the other ingredients. For me, it didn't break me out. I have really sensitive skin and I get breakouts really easily. So I think because this is specifically got salicylic acid in it and it's aimed not to break you out, that's kind of the point. But it is a good base for makeup. It kind of just smooths your face over. It's nothing revolutionary. It's not really hydrating and it's not really like pore filling, but it is just a bit smoothing, and it just gives you like a good solid base. So this is a yes from me. It's a good one. And then I also went through a Laneige Glowy Makeup Serum. I don't know if this is discontinued. I get mine on Glam Radar and I think it's still available. This one is really good. This is a really hydrating, glowy primer. I just love it. Yeah, I have nothing bad to say about this. This also doesn't have fragrance in it, which is something I look for in a primer and in skincare. With makeup, I don't really care that much unless it's super strong. But if it's going directly on my face, on my bare skin, then I do care if it has fragrance, and this doesn't. So yeah, this is very glowy. It has kind of slight, like a little bit of almost like shimmer in it. I don't know if it's shimmer or just a glimmer. I don't know. It makes you look very glowy, very glass skin. This will give you glass skin. Your makeup sits beautifully on top of it. It's very hydrating and it looks amazing. So if you do have oily skin, I would say definitely, you know, set your face with powder or use a matte foundation or something along those lines to make sure that your makeup isn't going to slip and slide all over the place. But I love this. This is amazing. The next thing I went through was a L'Oreal Panorama Mascara. Is this the black one? No, this is dark brown. This is in the shade dark brown. I think this is my favorite mascara of all time. I think I would prefer the black color, but this formula and the wand, let's see. That Wand is everything. I really love this mascara. It gets all your lashes and it's very lengthening. It's a little bit volumizing and it is tubing. I don't know if it's properly tubing. I don't know if it comes off in tubes because I don't really try that hard or pay that much attention when I'm removing my mascara, but it does come off in clumps. It doesn't smudge off, which is really, really nice. I love this mascara so much. It's so beautiful. Kendall Jenner was right. It's great. I have an eyeliner. So this is the NYX Epic Ink Liner. I use this eyeliner. I've bought it multiple times. I've loved it multiple times. It's got a brush tip. I don't like felt tips because they get all gross at the end and they like stop working. Okay, there you go. Well, it's not gonna focus properly, but the end of this has gone like clumpy. So there was still a little bit more product in it. I've had it for months. Like months and months and months, like ages. There was still a little bit more product in it, but the end has gone like clumpy and yeah, I've tried to fix it and it won't fix. So its time has come. It's a good eyeliner, but the end has gone clumpy and I'm over it. I'm using a different one now, which I do prefer, which I'll talk about in a different video. The next things that I have to talk about are all brow products. This is the NYX Micro Brow Pencil. And what shade is this? This is in the shade Cool Ash Brown, and this is just a brow pencil. It's really good. I would say this is probably my favorite brow pencil of all time, but it's just a brow pencil. They all do the same thing. It's a good formula. It's a good size of tip thingy. This is a good color for my eyebrows and I like it, and I would repurchase it if I was going to buy another brow pencil. I currently have a lot of brow powders that I haven't gone through, so I'm trying to just use those up at the moment. And I also really like brow pens, so I'll use either a pencil or a powder as the base shape, and then I'll use a pen to draw in like the front and the end of my eyebrow. So yeah, this is good. I went through it. I would buy it again if I run out of my powders. And then the next two are the same thing. This is the last two things I have. I went through two lift and snatch brow pens. These are what I like to fill in the front and the ends of my eyebrows with. They work really well. The color doesn't fade out heaps. It's really, really good. They last a long time. I've just used them to death. So that's my brow products. I really love them. Wonder if though, that one's got a little bit of juice. Let's see. There. Can you see? They just do like tiny little strokes that make it like a lot easier to do your brows and have them look kind of natural. So that is the end of my makeup empties. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it was helpful in some way. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you liked the little change of pace, little change of subject. And if you have any other video requests, please leave them down below. Please subscribe to my channel and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!